Welcome to Africa This Morning. It is the 20th of May 2014, and here are some of the stories making way across the social media site of Twitter this morning. Well, let's begin with the 10 most trending topics here in Kenya, and we have the hashtag on my knees for my nation, a troubled land, Monday special Kenya, Louis Enrique, and we have the hashtag Anglo Leasing Gelu to Juane Kenya, Ryan Giggs, and finally ending with Van Gaal. So indeed, we're going to highlight three stories as we always do, and beginning first with the hashtag on my knees. Let me open these three new tweets that have just come through. Yeah, there we go. Now, this particular hashtag has been coined off the security situation in the country. Now, what we know is that the Al-Shabaab and the Al-Qaeda linked militant groups have come in joint accord to send a warning video to the government of Kenya, warning that they are going to be fierce in their stand against the military occupation of Kenya in Somalia. So what they are saying is that Kenya should expect a lot of examples such as the Westgate situation in the country, giving a ply to the security situation that is being caused by this militant groups all aligned to Al-Qaeda. We have the Boko Haram in the West African region. We have Al-Qaeda in the East African region, somewhat causing a menace across the African continent. So what we're seeing here is the government just taking the appropriate steps to actually find an amicable solution to the security situation in the country. And here we have the hashtag on my knees, where Kenyans are just coming together to just give to bring out their faith in God in times when safety for tomorrow is not guaranteed. Let's have a look of some of the comments coming through this particular hashtag. We have here, so let's have here. MVP says Kenya is a dangerous place, not because of those who do evil, but because of those who look and do nothing. Now, over here we have Tosh Mwas, who says peace cannot be kept by force, it can only be achieved by understanding. We have Emmanuel Swaka, who says, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray, taking the verse from 2 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 14. Now over here we have Eric, who says, Felix Kiongora, who says, I am on my knees for my nation, so that God inspires our leaders to shun selfishness and embrace the people's interest in decision making. Those are just but a few comments coming through, and we're expecting this to be quite one hashtag that will take us through this whole particular week, as we're not guaranteed of our safety tomorrow. But indeed, one thing is for sure, the government is making the necessary steps to ensure her citizens are safe and sound within her boundaries. Now, moving on to another story, still in the theme of Kenya, and here we have the Anglo Leasing scandal that is of a tune of 1.4 billion Kenyan shillings. Now, after an international court in London ruled that Kenya should pay this lump sum money, the Law Society of Kenya is not taking it standing down. Now, they have written to the Law Society of England and Wales to give to cite the differences and in discrepancies of one Justice Tier, who is indeed now this is the caption, was judge compromised LSK, that is the Law Society of Kenya, seeks England's hand in probing order to pay Anglo Leasing debt. Now this is courtesy of the Standard Digital. Now over here we are having this is exactly why the LSK has written to its counterpart in London. Now they're citing these three reasons here. We have first, the judge failed to establish from the Solicitor General whether he was properly on record in the case or whether he had a license to practice in the Court of England or Wales. And secondly, we have the judge entered judgment before the government of Kenya had a hearsay or oral presentation without any documentary evidence on the amounts agreed by the mediation. And lastly, 3, we have the judge appears to have been casual in dealing with the case by ignoring the weighty matters of corruption and bribery which were pleaded in the defense and the counterclaim. So indeed, we're waiting to see exactly how this will be taken up by the Law Society of England and Wales. So indeed, quite a nice story there. We're waiting to see whether or not justice will find its hand here and the equilibrium of scales will be balanced in this particular story. But this is the hashtag that you need to have when it comes to matters Anglo Leasing. You can have your say here if you think that the Kenyan government did the appropriate to order the finance ministry to pay this particular amount of 1.4 billion. But finally, let's end with a very, very, very heartily and warming story. We have there Mr. Van Gaal given the go-ahead to become the next team manager for Manchester United. And one lucky story here, not lucky in a sense, but one very nice story here. We have Ryan Giggs appointed assistant to Van Gaal. Now, Ryan Giggs, there we have quite a nice picture in the small insert circle. Here we have Ryan Giggs. Now, he's been appointed the assistant coach for this particular team after serving 23 years and retiring officially from football. And indeed, he's ending his career at Old Trafford yesterday. Now, indeed, we're expecting to see a new era for Manchester United. But you can have your say on this particular hashtag, the hashtag Van Gaal, and also the hashtag Ryan Giggs. But finally, let's take a look at one particular page on Facebook that you need to have. Ebru Africa this morning is one page that will give you a holistic perspective on what is happening in your world. From culture, entertainment, politics, to also health matters. We'll give it to you fast and we'll give it to you fast, ensuring that you get the information that you need. You can also catch up on our latest information coming through this whole particular segment through our previous recordings that you can keep up to date with. So indeed, you can send in your comments or your likes for our page. But that is all for On Trend today. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.